Ride report day 2 in La Cerdeña, Spain for the Vintage ISDE. Um, Today was supposedly the longest, hardest day. Maybe not the hardest trail. I've been very surprised at the kind of trails they've been throwing at vintage motorcycles. Today there was some sections that kind of reminded me of trials. It was some real obstacles, and it's not that they weren't clearable. I was just surprised that they were asking vintage motorcycles to do them. But I had a great day. The first, oh, had a hard start to the day. So yesterday was a shorter loop, a single loop, and acceleration special test. Today was two 63-kilometer loops or 68-kilometer loops at a 30-kilometer speed average. Did the same loop twice. There was a secret check out there, and enduro test and an escargot grass track. The once you get into the secret check, it was just a bunch of side hill, um, rock. Just the whole thing was rock. There was hardly any dirt at all, and you were just going over rocks and into some ravines, through an old village, through an abandoned building. It was just surreal, the kind of stuff, but it was absolutely beautiful. Um, I was on the first loop. I was the first rider through the first uh, grass track. I beat the setup riders there. They had to escort me to the grass track because the markings weren't up. So I was the first one through the grass track, and then they escorted me back to the paddock. The Italians were showing up just as I took off on my lap, so I was glad I didn't have to have those guys chasing me in the grass track because they were super good grass trackers. Um, Second loop out, um, the club gave us an extra 20 minutes at the third checkpoint, which is the same as the first checkpoint, because they were holding each rider for 1 minute before letting us go on the enduro test. So it stacked everybody up, long line, and most people were late to the first check. My bike yesterday would not. It will start first kick and then die, and it won't continue to run. And so I dealt with that yesterday. I think I avoided a late penalty because I got it going in time. But today I got a penalty for starting late. I was 3 rows deep behind me before I finally got the bike to keep running and going. And it was just a bonehead mistake because I've been playing with the choke plunger on the Bing carburetor, and I forgot to reset my air screw. And Andy from the UK trophy team wasn't even talking to me. He was talking to Fred, or Landon, one of the two, and telling them about setting their air screw because it was having a hanging idle, which was the same problem I was having. It was a hanging idle. And well, I adjusted my air screw at the in the work period, and I was so excited that I fixed it that I forgot to change my air filter. Fortunately, now the sky has opened up and it's raining, so it won't kick my air filter anymore. Um, uh, I forgot to. Oh, and I forgot to add two-stroke oil in my oil injection, but I'll do that in my work period tomorrow. So it's just kind of the stress of the race. You know, it gets to you, and I'm kind of on an island. I just get focused and do that. Tomorrow is a different course altogether. It's on the other side of the valley. This beautiful alpine valley. It goes up to 2,800 meters in elevation, which is close to 7,000 feet. And the bike runs like crap at that elevation. In fact, it'll barely go, but somehow, as of results checked now, I'm 10th in class, 44th overall, still on gold. but we'll see how it all shakes out tomorrow. But if it keeps doing this, I predict that I move up in the rankings.